Today I'm going to share with you 4 hotels I stayed at while I was in Japan. But before we get started, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and if you find this type of content helpful, please like the video. The first step is the Hotel Conrad in Tokyo. Here you can see the bathtub and our room. This hotel was very posh, very high-end. The Conrad is one of my favorite hotels, and I think they have about 30 different locations all over the world. This location specifically, I did a whole video on of the Conrad in Tokyo, so I'm not going to get super into it on this video. I just wanted to list it as one of the hotels I stayed at in Japan, and here's our nighttime view. So if you want to see more of this hotel, go back in my videos and look up the Hotel Conrad in Tokyo, and I go really in depth about everything that this hotel has to offer. Next up is B&A Wall. B&A Wall is really unique. It features very small rooms, but what's special and different about it is that every room is designed by a different local artist. And a percentage of the profits that they make for the hotel rooms goes to the actual artist that designed the room. I really like this concept, especially being an artist myself. They offered 1 complimentary drink upon your arrival. I really just like the whole business model. And staying here, you could really appreciate the artist that designed your room. You see their whole style, the whole feeling of their art you're engulfed in. This is their Tokyo location, and I did see some of the other rooms. Every different room is a different artist, and every room is different. And here's the bathroom, just sweet and simple. Nothing over the top, but very clean and very efficient. Here's the shower. Next up is the Conrad in Osaka, Japan. This is the second Conrad that I've ever stayed at. The only other one I stayed at is the one in Tokyo. I don't have a YouTube video of just the Osaka Conrad, so on this video I will be going more in depth about this location, since this is the only place on my channel where you can find any content about the Osaka Conrad. And this area that I'm filming right now, well, this is the view from the lobby, but before this I was in the lobby. It has, the beautiful chandelier. It's not lighted, but it's full of crystals. This is the entrance to the hotel room. And here you can see the room. It has like kind of this hallway walkthrough when you first get in. And this is the bathroom. They had double sinks. The Conrad in Tokyo had the same feature. And then they had this really big, like, circle tub. You can't really tell how huge it is from the video, but it's really, really big. It took a long time to fill up. And here's the king-size bed. They always leave, like, a little gift on there. And they always have, like, a seating area that looks over the view. And here is the view in Osaka. And when I say always, I'm talking about the 2 Conrads I've been to, so I haven't been to that many. This is the same view at nighttime. It's just absolutely stunning. You can see how you could have a cup of tea here, relax, and look out on the city. But I do imagine that most Conrads are set up this way just because the 2 that I've been to are this way. At least I would imagine they're this way if they're in a city. They like to be in a good location, and they like to take advantage of the views of that location. Next step is their all-you-can-eat morning breakfast buffet. Every Conrad also has a breakfast buffet. This is one of my favorite parts of staying at the Conrad. Both Tokyo and Osaka's breakfast buffet are both 2 of my most favorite buffets I've had anywhere. There's a lot of different food here, so just enjoy watching all of the food. yummy juices, and these are our plates. This is what we decided to eat. And here's the dining area. The Conrad in Tokyo was very similar. It's just this huge dining area filled with panoramic windows and pretty much city views from anywhere that you sit. This was such a good experience. Again, these are the things that make the Conrad one of my most favorite hotels. There are other upscale luxury hotels besides the Conrad brand, but this is just really the main one that I've spent time with. So I just have a special place in my heart for this hotel brand specifically. This is their spa area. They offer a lot of different treatments here, like facials and massages. Just coming down in this area, it just feels really relaxing, really meditative to even be here. But if you don't want to partake in any of their spa treatments, which can be really pricey, there is a swimming pool that you have access to and kind of like a jacuzzi area. Because we're in Japan, if you have any tattoos, you need to cover them up. You cannot go into their swimming pool area or into any of their spa areas with your tattoo exposed. And that was an example of like a bandage that they sell on Amazon to cover your tattoos with. So if you have tattoos, keep that in mind. They are pretty strict about this rule. They did check our tattoos before we went into this area. And while you might think that's not fair, it's important to remember that while traveling to Japan, you're in another country, and it's important to respect their cultural norms and what they deem acceptable and unacceptable, and be respectful to the space and the areas that you're in. This is like the little jacuzzi area. It was really dark over here, but kind of liked that. Also, in Japanese spa areas, it is normal to be nude, so I made sure nobody was here when I filmed because you need to be mindful of that. Next up is Keifu Hotel in Kyoto. This hotel was a more casual hotel, more casually priced. I wouldn't categorize it as high-end, but I would say that it was very special in its own right. Here's the bathroom, very modest. You have like a little shower there. This is the outside of the hotel. So it's pretty much nestled in the middle of the neighborhood. It's not like in a city area like the Tokyo Conrad and the Osaka Conrad that we stayed in. This is a common area. They have a refrigerator here and a microwave, so you could actually bring your own food here and make whatever you want. And you see this hallway walk down all the way to the end to the right. That's where our room was. So we were very close to the common area, and it just felt really homey, really comforting in this hotel. I cannot explain how they made it that way, but I just felt so comfortable here. They provided free coffee beans, so this is what their setup they had for making coffee. So you basically could come down here, you can grind your own beans, you could make coffee. They had like different coffee from different local businesses, and then they listed the businesses. This hotel really helped you with your experience outside of the hotel, and I highly recommend it. I definitely would come back here. And there's my friend making our coffee. Thank you for that, because I didn't want to deal with that. I'm just used to my regular Keurig at home, and I just wanted to be lazy, and she did all the work. Love her for that. There was kind of a lot of steps to this. Even though they provide you with this common area for free and a place where you can bring your own food, make your own food, and then they provide you with coffee, you're expected to clean up after yourself. So if you do stay here, just keep that in mind and wash your own dishes as soon as you're finished. That's what everybody does. That's the protocol here. It's important to remember to keep the space nice for everyone. And they also have all these games and all these books, so you can really enjoy yourself in the common area if you don't feel like being out and exploring. and you need to relax, it's really great that they have this in this space in this hotel. I met a lot of other foreigners there, and people are friendly and they like to talk. So that was the upstairs common area that I showed before. This is the downstairs common area.
What is the earliest?
This is the area that you see when you initially walk into the hotel. This is their lobby. That's their receptionist. So it's basically their lobby / common area. Our room was upstairs, and as I said before, we stayed by the upstairs common area, but they also have rooms downstairs next to this common area. This common area also has a restaurant, so you can order food here. They have different food at different times in the day. You could also take your food to this outside area and eat. I really love how this hotel had two options. Like, you could be thrifty and buy your own groceries and cook your own food, or you could go down to the restaurant, and the restaurant was still really affordable. We wanted to try the restaurant out at least once, and this is their traditional Japanese breakfast that they serve in the morning. I highly recommend trying this if you come to Kyoto. I recommend this hotel first of all, and if you come to this hotel, I recommend trying their traditional Japanese breakfast. Anyways, guys, that was my whole trip. Those were the 4 hotels I stayed at while in Japan. I hope you liked it. I hope it was helpful. If this is the kind of content that you would like to see more of, please subscribe. If you found this video helpful, please like the video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys on my next adventure. Bye.